Oh, there's a big difference because I live with the music more when I produce my own album. I do love producing other people's albums because it takes me out of my head and I can live with the others' ideas and what they're thinking about for their album because every album is very special. It's a very special moment for each person who's making it because it's a reflection of what your growth and how do you think about your music in that moment. So for me, I have time to just be in my brain and in my studio in the computer and listening to sounds and going back and forth. With others, there's usually a time frame. So there's a difference between time frames, and I have maybe 2 months from preparation to recording date for one artist, and for myself, it seems like an eternity that I can sit with my music and tweak and tweak and tweak, and sometimes that's the difficulty also, because I can just keep recording and recording and recording, and I never live with anything, so I can change it up until I go into the mastering or mixing phase. So there's both pros and cons, but I love producing in both facets. But yeah, I think I love to eat hamburgers. Well, it was a very interesting process, not like making Humanity. With Humanity, I wrote the music in the span of a couple months before recording the album. In this instance, with Parallels, it was recorded live, first of all, with the band with Logan, Seamus, and Hutch. And the process was much different. Although I did write for both bands, the musicians involved, and the first one was Humanity, with John Ellis, Aaron Parks, and Eric Harlan. And this one was the same compositionally. I tried to write for the members of the band, so and write for their particular sound that could enhance the music and write for things that they like, their sounds, chords, things that they like and things that I like also, the things I think lay specifically really well on the bass. Although I did write most of the music on the piano, I can kind of hear and feel what it will sound like with all these musicians and my sounds in mind. So with that part, it was kind of the same as Humanity and introducing Joe Sanders. But with the produced part was a new journey for me. It was something that was kind of spurred by the pandemic and working more independently by yourself when you don't have any other people to play with. So it was kind of a new thing. So I kind of wanted to highlight that, and I feel like I'm making progress, and this is kind of just the beginning, and I want to share it with everyone. In the band, we have Logan Richardson on alto saxophone. We have Seamus Blake on the tenor saxophone. Gregory Hutchison on the drums and cymbals. And a special guest, my son Eliote Sanders, playing melodica on La Vie sur la Terre. These are all recorded at Jazz en Tête Festival in Clermont-Ferrand. Shout out Xavier and everybody there. And on the produced at home part of the album, we have the great Taylor Eichste contributing piano and keyboards on DH. And we have the Slovenian Yuri Puko playing tenor saxophone on Amalfi. Oh yes, in fact there are two special collaborators. The first is my firstborn son, Eliote Sanders, who plays melodica on a track called La Vie sur la Terre. which we composed together and he named. And it's kind of just a vehicle for him to learn how to play the melodica really, and to be a part of the dynamic of playing music on stage. He was already playing music from a very young age, so I wanted to get him involved and see what the process was like. And for him to play on stage with 500 plus people in the audience at his age, young age, was really cool for him to experience and cool for me to experience as a father, seeing your son grow and do the things that he actually puts his mind to, which is amazing to see your children do. And the other special collaborator is my second son, Solala Sanders, who did the cover. It's kind of one of those doodles that kids do all the time, and I found something very special in this design that he did. So I saved it for a long time and got our artists on it, and that's the cover of Parallels.